Flying into a small uncharted farm strip in the middle of nowhere means you'll probably be the only person there, and you'll need to be prepared for anything. Now, I'm used to birds and wildlife on the runway, but I've never had such a close encounter with two spooked swans at the end of the runway before, and then I get totally surprised when it looks like half the local villagers turned up to meet me as I taxi in. This is one crazy hobby.
Golf Charlie Zulu lining up 09 right.
Golf Charlie Zulu, surface wind calm.
Charlie Zulu.
Hi guys, so today I'm doing something I've done for ages. I'm going to a new farm strip. It's called Fen End Farm. It's a sort of like a bit of a weird kind of Sunday afternoon, and yeah, I just wanted to go somewhere relatively close. It's a good thing you have friends in this. You really get some good friends in this game of video making on YouTube. And one of my friends, Algy, I'll put a link to his channel. He did a video on this, going to this place, and to be honest, I tried a few years ago, but it was during COVID and it wasn't too good, and they weren't really letting people in. So I've tried again, and the owner, lovely guy, he said I can come and visit. So it's not too far away. It's only about 25 minutes away here from Andrewsfield. It's your proper farm, farm strip. It's what we do best in this country. Lovely private farm strips. So we will, well, that's where we're going today. So I'll fill you in a bit more as we get a bit closer, but just about to do the takeoff now. It's really muggy. It's 22 degrees centigrade, but it's not a nice afternoon. But hey ho, right, we've got loads of birds on the runway as usual, so let's hope none of them get in our way. You're usually pretty wise, they do get out of the way. So, all in the greens, green. We're hatched, harnessed, trim is sensible, things are going to kill you. Fuel's on, fuel pump's on, fuel sufficient, BRS is out, everything's good. Last chance, here we go. So I'm just going to roll forward a bit and try and scare these birds off. So,
Charlie Zulu rolling 09 right.
Won't get too fast before birds get out of the way. I mean, they cut right across you. Airspeed's alive.
So today we're off to a new farm strip, Fen End Farm. It's located 8 miles to the north of Cambridge and just 45 nautical miles, or around 25 minutes flying time from my home airfield of Andrewsfield. I've departed the easterly runway 09 right, and I've turned northeasterly to leave from under the low controlled airspace shelf protecting London's Stansted Airport, where once clear I'll climb and turn northwesterly direct to Fen End Farm. There's no official chart for this strip, and although I've had a look at it on Google Earth and had a brief from the owner, I'm not quite sure what to expect.
What a lovely afternoon, really calm. I want to use this opportunity to talk to you a little bit about some of the videos I've posted lately. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the shark one first of all. So the video with the shark, I did put down, it was very tongue-in-cheek that you could fly the aircraft in 31 hours training, which is absolutely 100% true. You can, technically.
Runner 8 Mike, turn left, heading 0.
People say, oh, you'll kill yourself in it in that amount of time. Well, remember, you've got to be signed off. It isn't just like you do 31 hours, that's it, you're 100%, you can go out and fly it. You need to be signed off by someone. Someone has to authorise you or sign off your skill test and say that you are competent at flying that aircraft. And the other one that I wanted to just have a quick talk about was the video that I did on the accident with the Piper Sport. So yeah, it wasn't about this aircraft being a bad aircraft, because I did point out some things in it that I've never been comfortable with. But I've had a few aircraft in my time, and there's been error issues with all of them. It was never for that reason. It was just to say, you know, was there any contributing factors? And it was to point out to anyone else that's thinking of getting a sport cruiser just to be aware of these kind of things, or ones that fly the sport cruiser to be aware of these issues. So yeah, that was just the two things I wanted to say about the last couple of videos. But I probably won't be doing those kind of videos again, and it's great to be back doing these kind of videos, you know, just me going to somewhere new, doing the things that the channel's been named after, these short fields, although this one isn't particularly short, but these grass strips, the things that I love about flying the sport cruiser, because it allows you to get to these places in comfort.
I've made good progress and I'm now just a few miles away, so I give what would normally be a blind call, but the strip owner answers, which is great.
Fen End Farm traffic, Golf November Juliet Charlie Zulu. Now I've got 3 miles to run to the overhead. Runway 14 Fen End Farm.
Golf Charlie Zulu, that's understood. Runway is clear.
Oh, thanks, Ken. Picking up perfect now. Is that left-hand circuit on 14, Ken?
Right hand preferably.
Oh, right, okay. Right hand, Golf Charlie Zulu.
Interestingly, there's no chart for this strip, although my flight app is suggesting it's a left-hand circuit for runway 14. But after speaking with the owner, he wants me to do a right-hand circuit, which throws me for a second as I'd already got my head set up for a left-hand circuit. However, because I'm joining via the overhead, the aircraft is in a perfect position to do either side. The only problem I have is that now I can't see the runway, even though I'm right on top of it.
I can't see it. I can't see it for looking. Is that it?
Fen End Farm sits at just 13 feet above mean sea level and has one unmarked grass strip dissected by a small track. The runway has an overall length of 600 metres or 1,970 feet and is orientated 1432. There's a small drainage ditch at the threshold of runway 14, but apart from that, it looks lovely.
Oh, there it is there.
Misidentifying the strip is a dangerous thing to do, as some just don't stand out at all. So cross-checking with the GPS is really important.
Oh, Charlie Zulu, have you spotted us yet?
Yeah, I've just seen it. Yeah, I was looking at somewhere else actually. So I'm just going to go over to the other side. I'll descend and then I'll come round on the right-hand side, Ken.
Okay.
That's crazy.
The owner can obviously see I'm lost and he checks in with me. I reassure him that I'm definitely not blind.
Okay, brakes are off, undercarriage is down fixed, mixture we haven't got, fuel pumps on, fuel sufficient to go around, we're hatched, we're harnessed.
I had picked out a field that I thought it was initially, but I'm happy I was wrong because it looked really short and nasty.
So you got it? I've got it. Looks good enough. I'm glad because I didn't fancy that. If that was what it was, I didn't fancy it.
As I descend, I'm looking for obstacles all the time and I'm checking the approach is clear.
Oh, that looks lovely. There's some telegraph poles or power lines, just low ones, just on the approach.
Okay, I'm on final and I don't like to get too low until I've passed over the cables on short final.
Get over these cables first.
I had noticed a swan near the runway about 10 seconds before landing, but I guess they are not like a pigeon that can fly vertically up and they need a long takeoff run, so I'm hoping I should be okay.
The swan there by the looks of it.
Thinking about it now though, it probably was a bit stupid to fly so low over a bird that would probably take my aircraft out.
Oh, beautiful surface.
That runway is really smooth, and as I taxi in, I see the owner and then a load of people. What is going on?
I've got a crowd.
I'm met by Ken, the owner, who keeps his beautiful chipmunk at the strip. He shows me around and makes me a coffee at his lovely home. He explains that he has a small camping area on site, and my welcoming party was made up of all the adults and their kids that were camping there. After drinking my coffee, we make our way back to the aircraft, where I'm asked by some of the parents if I can get a photo of them and the kids with the plane. I figure the best way to do this is with the drone.
Revs are okay, T's and P's are okay, airspeed's alive.
Right, off we go. I power down the lovely smooth runway, and with my new camping friends waving, I climb away from Fen End Farm and set course for home on what has been a most splendid afternoon of flying. I'd like to say a thank you to the strip owner Ken for his hospitality, and I'd like to give a shout out to his grandson Charlie. Fen End is a working farm with horses and livestock, as well as being the strip owner's private home. And as you saw in the video, there can be unsupervised adults and children on the strip at any time, and so it's imperative that you obtain permission before flying in. Thank you so much for watching. Fly safe and Shortfield out.